Well, thank you, Nancy. And I am a certified grief coach, and I became one after the 9/11 tragedy. And I was dealing pro bono with 8 widows, 1 widower, and a 12-year-old orphan. And while I have empathy, I didn't know what I needed to know. And so, particularly because grief is not very well handled in the United States, we don't have training in it, so to speak. If you mean well, think before you speak. And so I have in my book, My Husband Died Now What? A Widow's Guide to Grief Recovery and Smart Financial Decisions. It's literally half financial and half grief recovery. And so I have in chapter 3, stupid ass comments. We cannot imagine putting the chief mourner in more of a vice than they already are. Yet, when we speak without thinking, we disregard them and we don't treat them as their own individual self. And everyone's grief is individual. And we do not want to burden them with supporting us, which some of these comments do. Like, it's all for the best. Don't you know CPR? You brought your kids here. If I know him, he left you well off. Why didn't you have an open casket? You're doing so well. You're strong. You're young. You'll remarry. Keep busy. Time heals everything. God needed another angel. He's in a better place now. Now you can go and find your soulmate. Only the good die young. Just get through that first year. It's good you had children with him. It's good you didn't have children with him. I know exactly what you're feeling. My cat died last week. What was he doing on a motorcycle when you have a 2-year-old? Don't worry, your son will become the man of the family now. I heard you weren't there when he died. It's best that way. It's okay. You can sue and get money from the other party. And the biggest one is, I know how you feel. You do not. And please do not say that. They're possibly dealing with guilt, anger, regret. Now, phrases you can say in a quiet, calming voice. I can't imagine your pain. I can't imagine how you feel. Do you want to talk about it? That's from Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. And if they don't, they'll say the weather's fine. Say the decedent's name. I remember Mike, and what I love most about him was X. Can I mow your lawn or perhaps babysit for you so you can take a walk or go to the spa? I'm available to go to the grocery store shopping with you. And then use humor. And one of my widowed friends said she was in aisle 7 of the grocery store. And so I write in my book, it's possible to be assaulted with free-floating insensitivity in aisle 7 of the grocery store as a friend speeds by you with her cart, head turned away and not even greeting you while you stand staring at your husband's favorite cereal on the shelf. Or be prepared for any of your friends to basically scurry like young rabbits to a different aisle on the store when they spot you at the other end. May I suggest you waving at that friend so as to let them know, even though you're grieving, you're not blind. You saw them appear, immediately express shock and start to turn away. And so my widowed friend, who became sick and tired of this, yelled out in a very loud voice, "Widow in aisle 7." For everyone to hear. And everyone, including her, burst out laughing. And she said to me, Debra, I'm thinking no one in that aisle 7 that day will ever dodge a widow in the grocery store again. So let's give support. And if a griever begins to cry, be still and be present. Women may touch or hug, say, I'm here. Of course, Lady Gaga, I got you. Mm-hmm. Men, limit your touch to the lower part of the arm, below the elbow. And then all of us, avoid handing them a tissue box. That connotes stop crying, but put the tissue box within their reach and they have the power to reach for it.
Beautiful.
And finally, encourage them. They don't need to say they're sorry when they cry. It's natural. and invite the chief mourner to dinner out more than once. This has happened again and again. Once the invite and never again. And finally, the quintessential phrase, if you mean it, you have a team and I'm on it.